Okay, after some consecutive transcendental meditations, and I never do this on purpose because there is not a purpose of that. But then when you are like back, when you are back, you can the gods don't want me to make this video, and if the wind takes the hat away, the microphone is gone, so no audio on the video, and I don't even know for sure if there is audio. The thing is that I the only way I truly learn on higher dimension, higher consciousness level, is when I really ask myself, I really deeply ask myself, what have I learned from this situation? I'm not thinking about it. I've been aware since at least 19, but probably before, but aware of this. And that's why I'm addicted to learn, because it is an experience of, as I said yesterday, playing and living. It's the three things that they are together. They go playing as a child. I was saying yesterday, I don't know if it was in Spanish. Yeah, but it was an awesome experience. And it's the same thing. So when I was learning today, after my different transcendental meditations from yesterday till today, that probably I had, I don't know, 20. Yeah, that's the thing, that most of the people have no idea what transcendental meditation is, which is transcend meditation. So it's not, has nothing to do with meditating. It's when you are more than aware of what meditation is, and you can see farther away because it's not the end like a cave. It's the beginning of everything. It's the beginning of the awareness. But then everything is infinite. So, listen, yesterday, because I don't have the methods created in a Jesus avatar person living with and interacting with the people. But yesterday I met a woman that she was trying to disconnect from England and disconnect here with everything. And sometimes trying to be positive, whatever. We were having a conversation and I started feeling some things completely different to what she was expressing. And she felt like she had to give me any kind of explanations. So by being like that, you know how people, just by feeling some emotions, being that they are explaining themselves without asking, because they are so used to be doing what people are expecting you to do. And I felt everything so clear that it's the first thing I said to her. But she didn't get how magical that moment was. And then we continued. And I was still connecting in some ways. But of course, she told me, I am autist. After many, many, many stories, she was crying and happy and crying. And for some reason, I always connect this way with people. And because I could have gone to anywhere else. I could have been anywhere. But I said, if there is a connection today, it is for a reason. And the reason was all the conversations that we were having, and that she never got to the level of what I was expressing in no dual way. She didn't understand anything. And then she said about the autism, not in that order. Maybe she said a little bit earlier. I don't know for what reason she came with that, but she told me that she was a veterinarian. More explanation, I didn't ask about anything like that. So when she started feeling uncomfortable, when all the time, of course, she was feeling very vulnerable in all ways, physical, mental, emotional, but and I can see say the infinite ones, and unless you know what I'm talking about, there are infinite ones that you can manage from the outside of this spectrum that I've been speaking in all the videos, because everything is not dual. How to create something that looks like dual into a spectrum. Once you do that, you are observing it from a higher level, because you can have infinite perspectives, but they are all on the same level. You only have a higher level when you see them all. So I'm not arguing up against anybody. I am dialoguing, and we can flow and dance as long as the other person wants, not as I want. And for me, the lovely thing is when it's infinite, forever. You know what I mean? Even if we disagree absolutely in everything, yeah, but that person is still interested in that. You know what I mean? So when people are defending themselves with what I'm saying, it's because they didn't understand what I'm talking about. Because what I'm giving them is windows and doors, but they see the letter of the door, and maybe it is exit, but exit doesn't mean to get out of the building. It means to get out of everything, and by everything means your comfort zone. It means anything you want to think about that you wouldn't do, and then do it, or at least think why wouldn't you do it. And as soon as you find the first stupid concept that is religion or education, and it's something that makes no sense, boom, break it. And it is with anything you can imagine, not only with the things that I've been talking about, because there are infinite others that I haven't been talking about for infinite reasons, because I cannot express with words, because there are nothing to compare to make an analogy about that. I came here to pee. Well, so yeah, all the the story is that I was doing mageutic with this woman in all the ways. She learned concepts she didn't know. She learned vocabulary she didn't know in her native language, perspicacity. And I didn't say the other one, which is more important. The thing is that I felt in a way I was playing racquetball instead of playing tennis. If I mean that the other person is not giving me back anything, just this, sorry, we're close, like a racquetball with the wall. With tennis, I'm playing with the other one on the other side of and it can be a lot of love in between, a lot of fun in between, a lot of aggressivity if you want, whatever you want, pain, whatever you want, but it's up to you to realize what you really like. I don't like pain. And I wonder if people who like pain, they are aware of that, and much, 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 much more aware. So they can enjoy about pain for all the ultra dimensional connections. Well, I should have done it like this, because it was I was connecting dimensions, not universes. No, doesn't matter. One universe and two universes is the same dimension. 100 million universes is the same dimension. It's a higher dimension than that, and more triangle. So, what have I learned from that experience? What I just vomited. In my path in life, I can make these two different types of people for myself. The ones I play tennis, and the ones I play racquetball. uh, and none of them are better or worse, and none of them are gonna be easier or more difficult to get to higher level of consciousness, and none of them is a challenge for me. So the thing is that only today, when I am aware of all these things, I felt relieved of the feeling that, hey, I'm being everything. I'm being the kindest. I'm being the most understandable person, the most open-minded, and you still, because I'm showing one window, you are still telling me that I am not nice or something to you. When I've been, you say, hey, please don't be nice to me. So what I'm talking about is people don't see what I see, and when I show it to them, they don't. Some of them they don't want to listen. So this is the one type of person. So with this one is this is the, it's like this person is not gonna grow, is not gonna learn anything. It's just here to show me. It's a black pixel of the whole universe for me that is showing me that there is something else. Like, what do you learn from that? And that's it. And that's what I learned all this video. And it's more and more and more. So when people tell me all my life, but why? What was your necessity to be in that kind of situation? I say no. I learning is necessity. If it was there, it was for a reason, and I felt it because everything is there. But you choose the only one that there is a reason that probably you are hiding to yourself, and that's a horrible way of living. And in a way, that's what Socrates is saying. And if tomorrow you can disconnect me from living my life this way and you convert me into a normal person, I would be dead, completely dead. That's worse than dying. Worse than dying, because dying is just one step better in everything I can imagine. I can put myself in the best moment in somewhere, boom. But there's nothing with another, and I put all of them in my life. When I put them all, that's like the attic of happiness. Why don't you go there? And then the next step is dying. So, but you cannot go there getting out of your rational mind, running away from your body or running away from your mind and saying, hey, I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna feel amazing and then I die. Perfect. Probably would work, but you didn't have to time to enjoy as an avatar, three-dimensional person on this earth, to enjoy it. But that's what they are saying. You came here to suffer, and then once you die, you meet God. Perfect. As long as people can keep that, they are managing millions, thousands of millions of people. So easy. And that's what I'm saying in all the videos. But today, this is what I learned by speaking with a woman that wanted help but didn't want to be helped. And how many things I learned about that. For me, yesterday was a very strange day, and today I know why. So it's like another upgrading, because every time I see myself on a higher myself, it's an upgrading. I'm not going to another dimension, but I am going higher to the highest moment when I was the happiest person on earth. And that can be just doing something, feeling something, but it's not what you do, it's how you are feeling. So nothing matters. And this is what people are trying to get and understand and feel and possess. And other people are selling something that is the opposite of this. So it's like the in manifest of the whole spectrum of the different realities that you want to live with yourself, and you choose the no honest one. So once you are in a higher level, it doesn't matter if you are blind. I have another video about that. I'm not gonna go that way. That was an awesome story, an awesome feeling, and the combination of all these aspects. And then when I come to my mind, if she was watching this video, she would never understand what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about my connection with her in all the aspects that she didn't see, she didn't feel, she didn't believe, she didn't know, because she was just the wall of the racquetball. The day before, I was with a Peruvian guy that was the best tennis player I met in my life as a stranger. As friends, I have friends like that, but a stranger, he was like, whoa, woo, 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 flowing in a way that nobody can imagine, only him. Only him. All the magical moments of two straight guys talking naked and sharing more intimacy than many marriage people have done, because in here there was no sex. There was much more deeper than heart. And that's the connection. That's how Socrates is explaining as well. Because the more you keep creating groups of anything, the easier it is to get lost. And some people would want to belong to a group and they don't know why. Because nobody needs to belong to a group. Because there are infinite groups. There are more groups than people. There are infinite for every person, infinite groups, and for any person, infinite groups. Imagine how much is that? Because what group do you do? The group of white people. All the white people are the same. All of them are racist. Okay, and now and then you will go there, and the racists would go one way, the non racist the other way, for sure. But it's difficult to believe how they're gonna go in the opposite that you were thinking about. But it is like that. That's the no dual way of living, and that's practicing Thai through cuoc.